Fighting for the Punchline.
Welcome to another episode of Fighting for the Punchline. Today's premise will be substance misuse. So basically just talking about drugs and such. So first thought I had was like when people always say like, you know, I get high on life and that kind of stuff, like they don't do drugs and all this. And I like to say I get high on life. You know, I don't want to give you the wrong idea. I get high on drugs too, because drugs are a part of life, you know. So just like a way to like trick people, use their own terminology against them. Something I noticed recently when I was with some friends and someone was getting some doses of stuff, and one of the guys said, "I'll take 2, please," and he was very like polite about it. It's just kind of a funny contrast to like the illegal things that we're doing as opposed to like proper polite manners. Those contrasts, it's like 2 please. Thank you, sir. Very cordial. Recently I took like a 24th dose of shrooms, and it was just a big fucking waste. Like I'd taken a 12th before and it affected me, and I don't know, because I needed to give somebody an 8th and I only had a 6th, so I only had a 24th left after that. And I still took it, but it was just a waste of drugs and money. Like, I should have given that 24th to my friend. He could have probably been higher, but it was like, I'll take 1/24th. Why is this not affecting me? Because it's 1/24th. It's like 1/24th of nothing. Of anything is not going to be nothing to you. Might as well have thrown it away. When I was doing some, I was trying to do a video at the same time on one of these occasions, and I'm not going to do it that much, but yeah, I was trying to do my video and like, you know, very serious business stuff, like just procedures and, you know, steps in a process, and like trying to focus, and like I'd already taken them and they were already kicking in, and like things were warping and I was getting distracted and sounds were weird, and it's like I was trying to resist the stuff, and it's like, what was the point of taking them? It's like, why am I, and then like eventually I just realized, it's like, why am I trying to do this? Like I could do this later. It's like I liken it to doing your taxes when you're high. It's like, this is very serious, but like I'm doing drugs, so it's like, this is nonsense. What am I doing? Something that my friend did, he said he got it from a TV show, but like he was thinking maybe I shouldn't take like a tab right now of acid or whatever, and he was like, maybe 1 is too much, and then he said I should cut it in half, and then he's like, yeah, I'll cut them both in half and put them both in my mouth. As if it's gonna affect it. It's just funny how he said that, like not even gonna split it with anybody, just cut. I was thinking about, I guess, drunk driving and how people say that's bad, and of course it is bad, and I agree it's bad. Like I honestly, embarrassedly would say I've driven drunk a few times, mostly because I was like, I think I can handle it. And like I wasn't that drunk, and people can take 1 beer and not feel drunk, and you see that happen all the time. But I was thinking, because like I know a lot of people who do this, and like even not just drinking, but like getting high or crossfaded and all these different types of combinations of drugs and still driving. And I could never do that stuff. Like not just because it's not safe, but like I don't have confidence in myself, because like, you know, I felt like I wouldn't get in an accident. But the thing is, like, I know people who've done this so many times, it's like it's not a big deal to them. And I'm wondering, like, maybe there could be like a drug driver's license. Like, I think, because like driving is just about practice. When you practice enough, you'll be able to drive. And if there was such thing as a drunk or a drug driver's license, maybe you get drunk or high, and then you take the driving test. If you pass, then you get a drunk driver's license. So you're allowed to drive drunk, or you're allowed to drive high, because you have this license that says you can. Interesting concept to like bring into the Senate. It's like, no drunk driving without a license. Okay, but everyone knows, like, there's like a list of drugs, and people are like, I gotta do this one or this one. Like Santa Claus trying to get your list, check it twice and all that stuff. I've said that before. But I think about like the frontier, the future. It's like, where in the world are people, like, if there's like an R&D division either of criminals or like scientists, like some drugs came from, like LSD and all that stuff. It's like, where's the new frontier of drug? Like, what are they going to try to have us feel in the future? Like, just the idea of future drugs is like exciting, just because like drugs are all about like new experiences and all that stuff. And it's like if people already get the same experiences over and over, even though like you do hallucinogens, unless those crazy ones, like after a while you get bored and the whole idle hands and all that stuff. It's like boring. It's like let's make some new ones. Let's make some moonshine, like moonshine drugs or something. That's pretty much it. And see you next week.